Hello, I'm Nathan, and today I'm going to be showing you everything I learned from the manual of my 2008 Mini Cooper S. So, first I thought I'd do an engine overview. These are the headlights, it's the VIN number, and back there you can access the headlights. And it's a 4-cylinder engine, so you can check the oil and fill up the oil. Right there is the turbo. And yes, this is turbocharged. There is the window washer fluid, a couple of the other important things, and what generally makes this car run. And just pull this down. It has an air intake on the front hood, black stripes, and I learned earlier that these can have run flat tires, which basically means that the tires can get punctured and they're a little bit more durable, more of a hard material rather than the standard rubber. And close up this door here. The gas pump, or the gas door, has a lock on the inside that prevents people from siphoning gas. Move along to the trunk area. Well, here it's basically empty. There was a thing right up here. It's this. It was set right up here, and I learned from the manual that it can be removed, and I just did that, and it's a lot better. And under this, if I could get it out, there we go, there is the onboard toolkit, which can help fix flat tires or take off tires in general car maintenance. I'm just going to set that back down there, and you can actually, for general car maintenance right here, there's a 12-volt kind of sig lighter spot, and if you put these seats down, you can get at a lever that helps expand the cargo area. And there's also a first aid pouch, which I thought was really interesting. Okay. And another thing that I learned from the manual was if you hold down the unlock button, the window's open. And another exterior feature before I go into the inside of the car, which is also kind of inside, is there is a rain sensor at the top. And now I'm going to move on to the interior. And one cool feature before I go inside, oh actually wait, I forgot these nozzles on the front are heated, and those are my windshield washer fluid, and they will work all year round basically because they're heated. So another cool thing, say you didn't want to get your keys out of your pocket, an interesting thing is if you press in this button and then pull the lever in there, you can open the door. It is called comfort access. I'm just gonna get into the car here, and another really great feature, you can see there's obviously nothing in the key area, and I can just push in the clutch and start the engine right up. Now, this is the onboard computer. This also, your tachometer, tells you a lot of things, your brake, your brights, all that, and really just a whole bunch of general good stuff. Like right now it's displaying how many miles I have left on this tank and how many miles I get per gallon. And then we got a bunch of other stuff. And my favorite speedometer. It's a tinier or smaller speedometer that can pop up right there, and it's super convenient. And of course I can't use it right now, but there's also, well, there's radio control, and you can make calls and accept calls with these buttons here, and it's just a generally good feature to have on a car, especially with the new hands-free law. And then you got your basic cruise control, resume, add, go slower, and then power on and off. And then the other part of the onboard computer. This is the main speedometer. Has a couple warning lights. I know why they're there, but not really important. And fuel gauge. Hazards are up here. And this is just the radio, and it has a bunch of unique features that you won't see on a lot of normal cars, but it's kind of in-depth. And then down here you have the clutch pedal, the brake, and the gas. And this car actually made me learn how to drive manual, and this is another thing I learned about the car. In the manual, there is actually two choices. You can have either climate control or an AC unit, and my car ended up being with the AC unit. And you have a bunch of good settings down here. You have max, which is just your quick setting for a lot of maximum cool airflow. Auto, which is what they recommend, and then this is kind of, it's a pollutant control. It recirculates the air in the car, and it will sometimes automatically activate if the car detects pollutants in the air, and it'll recycle the air automatically. You got your basic AC, which also cools and dries the air. You got your window defroster and your window heater, and just a bunch of cool features. You can control the temp. And another one up here on the mirror, up here, here we go, right up here on the mirror, there are these three buttons. Okay, there are these three buttons and an LED on the left, which you can sync up your garage door to actually open. And you have reading lamps right up here, and then you have some really nice controls like the reading lamp controls and sunroof control. And these lamps up here, these lamps up here you can actually change the color of, which I thought was really interesting, and you don't really see on a lot of cars. And then going down here by the shifter, you have another cool thing I found in the manual. This sport button here makes the accelerator and the steering wheel more responsive. You got your parking brake, and right in here. And then we'll move on to the glove box, which is actually really interesting because it's your, stereotypical glove box, and then right here is actually a tiny fan. It was open, that's closed. It's a tiny fan / heater for the glove box, which I have never seen on a car before, and it's really interesting. And then another really cool feature is this. It's a secret glove box that you can hide just about anything you want in, and nobody will ever know about it. Oh, there we go. And then you got your fans, which turn on off, and you can turn these knobs. And one thing you notice about this car that you can't in the video is the AC is really spectacular. It comes on almost right away. And then you got your turn signals, your turn signal and your lights, and this actually has parking lamps too, which which is really nice. And then your wipers and how you control your windshield washer fluid. And if you press this up just once, it makes the wipers go once, and it also activates the rain sensor. And there's a little bit of water on my windshield because it's raining heavily right now, so it's still going and it's getting all the water off. And I'll turn that off. And I think that's just about everything to cover on the inside of the car. And that's good. Thank you for watching. One extra thing I forgot. Right here, I believe so, there's an airbag in there. There's an airbag up here, and along the side roof, down here in the middle, and up there, and somewhere, and some back on the sidewalls, and all along up here, there is also an airbag, which makes this a really safe car. Airbag right there. Okay.